my side. A little ballerina's all I need. A little bit of Tina's all I see. Alright, let's go tear this up. So again, I know this is a different perspective, but got my weight nice and neutral. Slight initiation with the handlebars. Most of my skating and back end control is done with my legs, hips, knees. Just like it would be on skis, or so I've been told. Snow's actually really good today. You guys are going to get a nice, beautiful view of Winter Park here. Don't know if you guys can see that on the video, but it is just an absolutely gorgeous view. So we're going to side slide, make sure our buddy's here. Tally ho, and away we go. The sun in the sun. It's really important when you're cruising along to look where you want to go. So like right now I'm looking maybe, 20 yards, 30 yards out in front of me, making my body do what I want it to do. I'm gonna hit the moguls real quick for you guys, just so that you guys can kind of see how that's done. I might pick a really ugly line. These moguls are kind of chopped up, so with moguls, what you want to do, you don't want to turn before you get there. Let me see if I can get a good line going here. So with moguls, your weight. Oh shit. Nope. Not the day for moguls. Not the day for moguls. Or at least not that section. Anyway, when you're running moguls, you really need to charge on that front ski and that fork. Let me see if I can get a better line down over here, where they're not quite as big. Alright, this looks a little bit more doable. The snowboard tracks are gonna be a little bit better. Alright. Oh shit. I apologize for that, but ugly runs. Nope. Moguls are not happening today, honey. Or at least not those moguls. Alright. Alright, let's plow ahead so we can lead the way. Whew, I'm just tired just from that little bit. So, just remember that when you're cruising along like this, it's a neutral body position, more forward than back. Initiate the turn from handlebar. Follow it up with the body motion. And once you make that mind-body-bike connection, you're going to be able to get it. So like, if you watch my shadow, you can kind of see my hands moving a little bit. Not a whole lot. The vast majority of it's lower body. Some of you wonder what the difference between BMX bars and dirt jumper bars are. You'll notice that I'm running the dirt jumper bars, as is my husband. I've run both, and I started off with the BMX bars. And I ran those for a couple of years, and then the first day that I put the dirt jumper bars on, halfway down on the first run, I thought, oh man, I'm not sure I like this, because it just put me that much more crouched over and hunched over. But after the first couple runs, I noticed that my center of gravity was lowered, and it was easier to charge over that fork and get that body weight where I needed it. I have a very short torso. I have a 13-inch torso. Really long arms and legs. So, it's going to be personal preference. If you're 6'7", On your right, on your right. You know, obviously it's going to be a little bit different. We do leave the stack height long. I think we leave an average of 2 to 2.5 inches. Oh, in case you're wondering how I'm getting around on this cat track right now, that whole edging thing that we worked on at the very, very beginning of the day, that's what I'm doing. I'm basically riding my edge. So for you snowboarders, it would be the same as riding your hillside edge to keep momentum and speed. And how I'm doing that is just keeping weight on that side peg. So I'm going to come around here. Anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember. Oh well. Yeah. So, again, this is nice little blue. This run is typically a little bit more icy, so it's going to be a little bit stickier or a little bit slicker. Your turns are going to be a little bit different on hard pack ice. You're going to be using more of your edges to turn as opposed to sliding on your base. Down we go. Ugh. So I'm kind of glad this happened. Because if this happens, let me show you how to get back on. Stay on the uphill side. Put your downhill foot on the peg first. And then push away and away you go. In case you're wondering what caused that, it was one of those really hard pack, not necessarily icy, but definitely not the nice soft powder on top. And I just got a little bit too much on my upper hill or uphill side. So, not a big deal. Let's see. Just got right back up and keep going. And there we have a run at Winter Park from top to bottom. All right. Well, with that said, I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you learned how to ski bike from watching this video. I had a fun time teaching you guys. If you have any questions, most of you guys are going to have my contact. If not, shoot us an email and we will see what we can do. I do recommend taking lessons if you can. It will help you refine some of those skills that I talked about. And yeah, coaches are a good thing. Stay safe out there. Find some deep powder. Keep your speed in control. Maybe we'll see you out there.